administration using taxpayer dollars to fund secret migrant flights and bus trips from the border across America.
Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Meuser is sponsoring a bill demanding answers on all of it, and he joins us now. Congressman, good morning to you. Tell us about this bill. What's the goal?
Well, good morning. The goal is simply to provide my constituents and the American people transparency and notification as to how HHS is moving illegals and flying them to different parts of the country. We have in Northeast Pennsylvania, for instance, and other parts of Pennsylvania in the country, these flights coming in known as ghost flights that are filled very often with children or young people, adolescents, but very often with adults as well, without any notification, coming in with full flights, arriving in the dead of night, literally, and being put on shuttle buses and sent to different parts of a region. Like, for instance, they were flying into Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and then we got aware of it, and then they stopped heading there. They began going into Harrisburg, and then Lehigh County, and then into White Plains. It's just really outrageous, Carly, that the HHS, and I've met with HHS twice, and frankly, they didn't tell me the truth as to what was going on. In fact, they told me it was a coincidence that these flights were coming in the middle of the night. So what they're trying to do is mitigate the unbelievably horrible policies of the Biden administration, where we have 5,000 to 7,000 illegals a day coming into our border. And really, they're turning all states, including Pennsylvania, into border states.
Congressman, your bill aims to expose this further. Why is the White House so afraid of local leaders knowing who's in their communities? Could it be that the truth is simply wildly unpopular? The White House knows it, and they're trying to cover it up.
That's exactly it. There's no other rational reason for it. Why wouldn't we want to know if, in fact, these are adolescents, for the schools to be made aware? So all we're asking for is notification to truly help, because HHS is now needs to help, again, mitigate these awful policies, because the border, the detention centers along the borders in Texas and Arizona and California are completely overwhelmed. So we could actually help if local officials are aware, if the governor is made aware, if we know who the sponsors are. Right now, the Customs and Border Patrol agents are very often taking information off of a young person's arm with a phone number or an address, making contact with that phone number and sending these people, young people often, to that destination with no more information than that. I've had a CBP agent look at me in the eye when I was at the border as he's in the middle of processing and says, I sometimes feel like a link in the chain of human trafficking.
Yeah.
That's how.
And that's why they're so demoralized, because they feel like they're essentially working for the cartels. They feel like the link in the chain, like you said. Do you know how much these migrant flights are costing taxpayers?
A lot. I mean, our numbers are in the neighborhood of $350 million, and I'm sure that that's low. And that's just for the HHS flights. The HHS takes over for the minors. It's not Department of Homeland Security. So our numbers show it's about $350 million of taxpayer money for the flights that take place and for these shuttle buses. Just absurd.
Congressman Dan Meuser, thank you so much for shining a light on this and coming on this morning. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it, too.
Thank you, sir.
All right.